Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo está, mija?
Oh, muy bien. ¿Y tú?
Muy bien, muy bien. Очень caliente. Oh, that was in half Russian. Muy caliente. Muy caliente.
Oh, yes. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome.
Good evening, everybody. We got a lot of people here. 12 lost souls for Tarot Happy Hour.
Yes.
How's
Always
everybody
a happy
doing?
time. Yeah. I saw some people are saying it is caliente. I can't imagine caliente in summertime.
Must be Al Qaeda.
I was just thinking, what is it here? I know it's super hot here today. Oh, it's gone down to 94. Whew, I'll get my parka. I'll get my
you should
parka.
get
No
your parka.
problem.
Definitely need a sweater. Let me see what it is here. Survey says, Meghan Markle on my phone.
Yeah.
Right now it's 89. That's what my phone is saying, but it was 94 a few minutes ago. Hi, Shelly.
Hola, Shelly. And
Hi, Sally.
Ada, Sally, Julie, Susan.
Excitable 67.
Oh, yes. Jumping Jupiter.
And Penny's here. Diana's here. I'm scrolling back. Aquarius is telling us.
Oh, and Sydney.
Ooh, oh, good morning.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's already tomorrow over there.
They're coming from the future. Time travelers.
Oh, I love time travelers.
I do too.
I mean, not that I know
travel every night when I go to sleep.
I don't. I travel to Insomnia Town. Arrgh. Oh, there's Celtic Rune Singer.
Celtic Rune Singer.
So we'll have to see next week if I'm allowed to stream back on YouTube. I mean, Facebook. I don't know. I haven't checked lately.
So I was going to tell you about that. I had to reconnect my Facebook to StreamYard.
I did.
Yeah. You did? And they still said, okay.
They still hate me.
Karen's here.
Hola, serendipity. Yay, guys. Glad you guys are all hanging with us tonight. Yeah. You know where I went this week? I went to Disneyland.
Did you really?
I did. It was my niece's birthday, so I took my offspring over there. And, it's cooler there than it is here in the land of the dirt people. But it was kind of humid. But it was really kind of disappointing. There was all the restrooms kind of had a funk smell to it, which is not Disney at all. And there was plastic bottles floating in the Pirates ride. There was drywall stuff you could see in Haunted Mansion that needed to be attended to. It was just kind of not what I expected.
That's
but I
shocking.
will say, okay, it is shocking. Now, we all know I haven't watched a lot of movies, so I don't want your jaw to drop on the floor. But because I haven't watched Star Wars, I'm just putting that out there. I didn't really know too much, but I did go in the Star Wars little land, the new land, and I went on the Rise of the Resistance ride. So I don't really know what the characters are doing or any of that shit. But that was a really cool experience for even someone who does not know Star Wars. I will just say that was next level going on a ride experience kind of thing. So if you haven't done it, that's cool to do. Just saying.
So Gregopedia is a huge Star Wars fan. And at one point, he really wanted to go to Disney World and do the immersive experience. But I think he's heard not so great things about it. And I think he's changed his mind. But I don't know. He'll be dropping in a little bit. So,
well, I'll say that whole Star Wars land over there, it's it has that ride and one other ride, which I guess you're manning controls or something. And I was like, you don't want me manning controls because I'll probably, be doing the wrong things. But we waited in the line for 80 minutes to go on it, but I'll say it did not disappoint.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, there's a lot of people there.
I did not do anything fun like that this week at all.
I'm so sorry. Lo siento mucho.
I did not work today because we had to go do senior portraits. So that was a senior portraits. I brought my cane and my teeth.
You have to show them your AARP card.
I did, but no, I did that, and I obviously came up to the living room. I'm above ground today, but one of the things, I was in the Moon Moth Manor, got it right this time, and I was watching some of your crystal videos, and I learned something about lapis. Now, I didn't know that lapis had the fool's gold.
Pyrite, yeah.
The pyrite. So that was kind of a cool thing. So those of you, if you haven't joined the Moon Moth Manor, there's all kinds of cool stuff that you can learn on there. I'm learning a lot about, I don't know a whole lot about crystals. So it's really nice to learn from a friend, Alycia. And she's full of oodles of information. So it's really cool. I think was in the psychic surgery one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That I was really interested in.
Yeah, I think the latest video I popped up in there that would be more on the woo side would be the video about lithomancy. And then on the videos Too Hot for the Tube of the U, there's one about burn pits in there that went up last night. Yes. And I did one today about Shifty Schiff that I think I'll put up this weekend, but I have some other ones scheduled to go up that involve I don't even know how to say it, doorknobs and passings of celebrities.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
So I have a 2-part reading coming up for that, but there's also, woo-woo shit in there too.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there, guys. So if you haven't joined, I strongly recommend it. I think it's a good plan. Get in there. You're going to see some cool videos. They're, super neat stuff. But speaking of hot stuff, we have a lot of hot topics.
I'm so thankful you didn't say, speaking of hot stuff, Meghan Markle.
Oh, no. Speaking of hot stuff, HB.
That's like some hot groinal stuff I don't want to think about. Yeah.
Yeah. So by the way, I don't see when Gilded H Girl shows up, we're going to segue just for a minute, if that's okay with you.
Yes, of course. Whenever she pops up.
I want to give her a public thank you.
Yes.
We'll get there. So, Alycia, we have a lot. There's been everybody else. There's been we're going to talk about celebrities. We're going to talk about sex. We're going to talk about politics. We got intrigue, secret stuff. We got a lot of stuff going on tonight. But before we get started, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm this close. I'm 120 away.
And that's
from 1,000. So, and I do think that, like, if you have a paid subscription to YouTube, that they bump your algorithm. So I paid for a subscription. So I don't know if that's going to make a difference, but
who knows? Either way, if you want to, start making the tiny bit of coin that you can make from the Tube of the U, you have to be a premium member anyway. Oh, everybody probably. God, can you imagine though? If she saw that skin he has, I don't know that she would have to put on sunglasses or something. I don't know. He had
his
that
skin?
really.
What's wrong with his skin?
You didn't see those pictures where he was like at the beach or something and he had like alien bright white weird skin?
Oh, yes, I did. He needs
that was scary skin. It would be like, can you imagine you hook up in the dark with him? You'd find him. He'd be there.
One of my children is very pale like that, like glow in the dark.
Nobody is that pale except for Michael Jackson. Come on now. Michael Jackson was super pale too.
Oh my God. I keep forgetting my camera's here and not here.
Oh, well, I just assumed you wanted to whisper in my ear.
Let me sniff you.
No, stop it. No, JB. No, JB. Back. I'm an adult.
I need an adult. All right. So I saw something very interesting this week in pop culture. And I think it's interesting that we're seeing a lot of negative information coming out about Meghan Markle and Amber Heard. Now, Amber Heard had a full week. She sold her house for, I guess, double the price, but it was actually in trust. So it wasn't really her sale, I guess. I don't know. And she also filed for bankruptcy. So not that is, yeah, apparently she has filed for bankruptcy, but that is not going to have any effect on the debt that she has from the court case, because when you lose and owe damages for defamation, you can't get away from that by filing for bankruptcy. So I'm curious. I think maybe there's something going, because the insurance company was paying for her defense. Maybe there's something going on with that. She doesn't have enough money for that, and she has to file for bankruptcy because she can't pay. I'm sure her legal team will be really happy if she doesn't pay the bill. Like, yay. So there's that, but I'm seeing a lot of negative things coming out, not just from the book about Ms. Markle. It just seems like there's a lot more leaked information. You had the story that you heard about the guy with the button.
Holy, do you want it? Yeah, I have my screenshot ready for when we want to go to about the guy with the button. Oh gosh. Let me see. Oh, is it a screen thing I have to do? Okay, let me whip it up. But yeah, I watched Jose Enrique Rojas doing the Royal Rogue channel thing, and he was mentioning that like nobody was wishing her happy birthday, like her friends, like Oprah, like Mulroney, like George Clooney, like all of these people. So I thought that was interesting. But here's the man with the button. Is it showing? Oh, here we go. So this was the interesting thing that I heard about today, or yesterday is when I heard about it. Maybe everybody else knew already, but it says we got Mr. Lauer here and Ms. Markle, who happened to be grilling lettuce on a grill as a part of a meal. So let that sink in for, you foodies there, like what a special recipe that is. It said the on-set spy claimed that Meghan and Matt vanished together, and she was spied going into the TV star's dressing room on at least 2 occasions. Whether it was just heavy flirting, Matt wouldn't have done it in front of his wife if anything more went on behind closed doors. And then we remember he got fired because he was too busy being a dirty bird. Then the source goes on to claim that while it wasn't unusual for Matt to ask female guests to go backstage with him between segments, he usually left his office door open. So
Matt Lauer has a house for sale in the Hamptons, and I'm just going to let you guys know what the price is on it.
84 million.
It is something like that. Hang on, I'm just waiting for it to
No, can't be that high, is it? The Hamptons that rich?
44.
Wow.
$44 million.
Oh.
It's in Sag Harbor. I didn't think he made that much money, like being Matt Lauer. I don't know. Like, I feel like
I think towards the end, I think he got some lucrative deals. But I mean, at this point, he's like Chris Cuomo, but worse.
Yeah. So, just to back up a little bit too, Celtic rune singer, Popcorn Planet is saying that she is that person. We are going to talk about that too, because I actually, and we'll get to that when we get to the segment. I don't know which one we're going to do first. Who do you want to do first?
Nobody. I'd like to stay disease free. Gosh. Well, let's do Ms. Markle. I think we can. I was going to say we can bust her out pretty. No.
So, with her, there's the whole Matt Lauer thing, and then there's also she has complained. She needs the haircut. She has complained to the UN that they did not properly promote Harry's speech that he was going to do for Mandela Day, and that's why no one was there. And she wants to know why they didn't promote his speaking engagement better.
Yeah, because they don't want to be embarrassed by him and his copying of William's speech, basically. Come on.
It is a sad state of affairs. So, where do we go? Where are we going with this? I don't even know what deck I'm using today. So, I got a million decks out.
999. Let's see. Let's start with, did Meghan and Mauer? Mauer. That'll be Matt Lauer's
Well, smashing
name.
Together. That's what they get. It's a Mauer.
Yeah, well, maybe they were smashing together. Let's see if Meghan and Matt were smashing together something or other.
Hulk smash. Ugh, could you imagine if they role played?
Oh God. Hey, I want to recreate that Gavin Newsom, Kimberly Guilfoyle bear rug picture. Come on.
So, by the way, in my descriptions now, I'm hashtagging sloppy shuffle. I'm just going with it. Yeah.
I think, you could rename the whole channel Sloppy Shuffle. I think that would be amazing. But oh, fuck.
I think it would too. Thumbs up if you guys think that I can rebrand as Sloppy Shuffle.
I think you should, but that's just my opinion because, oh my, dirty effing birds. Oh my, no, make it stop, make it stop, make it stop. Oh.
Bow chicka wow wow.
Oh, it's over now, but I'm seeing it was some bow chicka bow wow. Oh my God.
Oh,
and it was
secret bow chicka wow wow.
Oh my gosh. And it's kind of like it was let's say pay to play. Are you getting that?
I'm picking up what you're laying down, Sugar Plum. So I'm getting that there are some fond memories about this on her side. So I have Sun in reverse. I have 6 of Wands. So there's, there's a little bit of it. She's like, oh man, I really like that wallet. I mean, meat stick. This is a good wallet. Oh, yeah, Shelly, it's gonna get so spicy. It's good. Tonight is spicy caliente night. It's spicy.
Oh, everybody put on your rain jackets because it's gonna get gross.
It's like a Gallagher show, only gross.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it was poor judgment. It was very reckless. It was not on his part. It was not planned, but it was very, very, very reckless. It's almost like his wife was right outside the door.
Yeah, I don't even get that part. maybe there was somebody right outside the door. I don't know if it was the wife. But yeah, I'm getting the here we got the Ace of Cups here. Oh God, you imagine that's probably one of their positions. They probably reenacted all the horror movies. The
Is
devil.
That your new deck?
That's the new deck. Yes, with the sleeve stack. This is the Twisted Tarot Tales. It's hard to get that to focus. Come on, camera. There we go. Twisted Tarot Tales. I believe the company is Tarot Collectibles. I think they're in Ireland. Anyway, so we have, here's the double card of like, that's overlaying our Ace of Cups of underneath we have the lovers, the crash test dummies.
Oh my God, I love this deck.
In the back. Okay, and that's the other thing with this deck. It is not cheap. And to get the sleeve stack card, which didn't pop up here, I had to buy the expansion pack. And then you can, there's like another 70 cards where you can kind of make your deck however you want, like switch out. There's not a switch out for every card, but a lot of cards. So I totally did that. This is our Knight of Cups. So it's almost like, meow. Would you like to do a tango in my office? We have, I think you're right. She enjoyed it. We got Nine of Pentacles here. She was feeling very happy about their little get together. And now it's over, right? Death card. No mas. No mas. There, I think she actually might have wanted it to continue on, like keep the, hookups going. Like I said, I think there was someone outside the door. That's a Sun card. The King of Cups here. I'm thinking that she might have been a little too excited. Maybe a little too fawny over him. And then Five of Swords here. I think this was like pay to play. Thanks for playing. So yeah. Wow.
So I kind of have the same thing too. Like he really put some roadblocks up for her. It was just a little too intense. She was like a little over the top and very insincere. It wasn't anything that was coming. Like he knew it was kind of like pay to play. Like, you know, pretty woman. What's your name? What do you want it to be? Like.
But I'm the way I was getting it too from there was almost like she was doing this overly fawning, you know, with her little bing, bing, bing eyes that she does. And oh my gosh, Matt, you're so handsome. This is like, yeah, he's lost all his hair. He's not hot like he used to be. Come on. It's not the hot Matt Lauer from the days of old. So, but she's over there telling him.
Was he
I thought back in the day when he had hair, he was kind of attractive. No? Well, am I wrong? Did I misjudge it? I know he's not on the Tom Selleck level, but
I love Tom Selleck. I'm gonna have to review that.
Yes.
But yeah, he never saw a future with her, and put a stop to it right away. I think even somebody told him you might want to not anymore.
I wonder if what's the guy who gets fat and skinny. I wonder if they even talk. The weatherman guy.
Al Roker?
Al Roker. I wonder if Al Roker said, "No, dude, stay away from her." I don't know. Is Al Roker is he a voice of reason? I don't know if Al Roker's a voice of reason. Willard Scott wouldn't have said shit. I don't think he was around then. That would have been funny.
You know what's really bad about me? Like, I like my celebrities, if they start out chunky, I want them to stay chunky.
Oh yeah, I don't want them to adjust in size at all.
No, I want them to stay chunky.
And I also do not want them to go on the Daily Mail with an article and exposing like their nakedy body and how happy they are with it, no matter what size it is. Because I'm like, I don't want to see your nakedy body. Stop it.
No, nobody wants to see a nakedy body. Well, some people do. We'll talk about that in a bit. Some people do that at parties.
Oh yes, the Eyes Wide Shut crew. Okay, let's look real quick then into why the Queen didn't wish happy birthday to the nasty girl.
Oh, I want to channel this.
I do, yeah. are you going to be?
Oh, I am going to be Her Majesty.
Yes. Oh, wait. How am I going to respond? Oh, I guess I'm in my house in Montecito or Bel Air or wherever I'm residing and wondering why hasn't Her Majesty sent me a message?
So like when they have Broadway plays and they have like two sets on the stage and it's like two people and they're like singing their song and the other person like they're kind of answering each other but they're not. We're doing that.
All right. All right.
God save the Queen.
Or not.
Don't worry, I'll hiss all my S's just for you. Are you ready to rumble? Oh, yes. We can't say that. We have to, that's copyrighted.
Oh, like he's going to come after us? Isn't he like almost kicking it with pill bugs too?
I don't know, but I know it's copyrighted. I don't want to go there. It's a WWF and WWE and NWO or whatever it is.
Not NWO. We don't want that shit.
Vince McMahon has his own problems right now. I'm not getting involved.
Okay, so I'll start, I guess. Let's see. Oh, like totally. I don't know why it's the 5 of Pence. It doesn't want to show up. I totally don't know why. Like, why hasn't the Queen wished me a happy birthday? It's very important that she recognize my status.
She should know by now how unhappy I've been with her behavior. She can't really expect for me to tolerate what's been going on.
I'm sorry, but I'm feeling like the Queen has gotten into an episode of Steel Magnolias or something.
What? And I hear him echoing again. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm having issues with my stupid sound here. So Lori Burbank is finally, she's already smiling at us. So that's it finally. Far away. All right, so yes, let me get more tea.
All right, finally, I see how you are. You're just totally like a mean queen, and I didn't deserve this shit.
Well, cast you out once. A past judgment, you were a terrible contributor to the royal family. What did you expect, Meghan?
After how hard I fought for this family, do you know what I had to go through for this family?
Frankly, my darling, I don't care. I am taking care of my seeds and my people. You are not one of my loyal subjects who did not toe the line.
I mean, like, I did run off with a bunch of jewels and shit, so I guess I'll consider that your happy birthday wishes, but I could always use more.
You think that I'm upset. You think that this bothers me. Do you know how many tiaras I have in my possession? I will get them back eventually, darling. Whether I'm living or dead or a reptilian, I will get my jewels back. They're not yours, Meghan. And I'll get Harry's jewels back, too.
Oh, but I'll still get mine because when I divorce your little dim-witted ginger grandson, I'm going to get myself like a sweet payout. So don't you worry, Queenie. I'll get mine too. Huh.
Oh no, my dear, the roots of the royal family run deep. Oh, I have friends in every town, in every sovereign nation in the world. Bad blood will out.
Like, are you saying I should like totally be careful about like my safety, or should I like totally check my brake lines right now? Like, I'm not sure. Oh,
I don't know, Megan. What do you think you should do? Do you think you should be paying attention? Accidents befall most of us throughout the course of our life. I've even fallen off horses, and I am an expert of expert horsewomen. So I would just be careful in your everyday. Don't feel threatened, not at all. I have no ill will toward you.
there's some people outside my door and they are wearing dark sunglasses and some kind of skinny ties with their suits, and it's hot outside. Like, should I be worried? I'm feeling very worried. I think you're threatening me and I need to go to the blogs.
But you're not getting anything from me, and you're not getting any sweet words. So, Megan, I'm going to go to the heart of the matter and tell you to piss off.
Well, let me tell you what I really think. I'm still a fucking queen, even if I'm doing dark magic, bitch.
Well done. So yes, I do think we'll do spreads on this too. We just won't talk for them. Yes, ma'am. Yes, do you agree?
Oh, we can do a quick spread on it because we have to get it into the herd.
Oh, we'll get there. We'll get into it.
Serendipity. You don't own the word royal.
There's that sloppy shuffle.
Sons of
Damn it. So while we're doing this, by the way, when I was in my kitchen the other day, someone walked up next to me and put their hand on the counter next to me. I don't know who it is. There's a guy sitting on my couch. There's somebody
Bill?
in my kitchen. No, I haven't seen the guy on the couch in a while, but the entity that I felt in the kitchen was definitely female. I'm wondering if that was my grandfather. And our dog was on the couch with him too. Our dog Bruno that passed away last year. So, yeah, it was Bruno has been on the couch since he passed away. But whoever was in the kitchen when I was cooking, and they came up and they put their hand on the sink. I actually saw the arm. So,
you should get one of like a ghost tube app or something.
I don't want that.
No.
I'm okay with like just seeing the flashes here and there. I'm good with what's going on. You know, I'm just okay. I was a little alarmed when I saw it at first because I wasn't expecting it, but
yeah. I mean, all I've got going, the things that were in the bedroom, they're gone now, so they're not up there anymore. But there's been a lot of activity again on the stairs. But I've been too tired this week because at my advanced age, going to Disneyland wears your ass out.
At my advanced age, doing more than 3 things in one day wears me out.
Oh God. Okay, so
I think we have a new viewer. I just want to, before we do this poll, I think we have someone named Kia. Someone named Kia. Oh yeah. Hi, Kia Lynn. Is she new?
I think so.
Hi, Kia. Welcome to the club.
But so, yes, it's not just royals. We do all sorts of other things because I think Serendipity told her there's all sorts of stuff here. It's a smorgasbord.
But right now it's royal.
I stole Diana's bracelet. Oh, maybe she didn't. I don't know.
Did you ever hear the Weird Al Yankovic parody of Royal? It's
no, I did
aluminum
not.
foil, and it's about having an aluminum foil hat and conspiracy theories.
Oh, well, that's right up my alley.
It's probably one of the best songs I've ever heard. We are big Weird Al Yankovic fans over here. So I'm just pulling for the Queen.
Okay. It's a weird card.
Is that your deck or?
This one's my deck, which I still don't have any in stock yet. I'm still waiting. Printing is slow. I don't know what this card means. This one, I'm confused. Maybe you know what it means in terms of the string. Essentially, I was asking a question. Why didn't the queen wish her happy birthday? And it's basically, I got your number. Fucking our shit's like turned around. We don't need you. I think William's a part of this, and we don't need your shit anymore. The thing that's interesting to me is like it's coming up like in the center we have the Hermit, right? I'm not popping my head up to talk to you, bitch. But then we have the Ace of Pentacles on top of it. What would you do with that, or say that is?
I would say that that's kind of digging your heels in more, so like circling those wagons and getting some because if you're reading for the queen, I would say she's making that core royal family more autonomous and kind of building a nice moat around them, and
Yes,
keeping things, really, really tight.
yes. Oh, it's kind of like the inner circle on the Fockers.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, the circle of trust. So
yes, the circle of trust.
I have to let Kia know. So Kia, we do readings on the queen all the time, and Alycia and we differ in opinion on the queen, just so you know. It's one of the cool things about being here. When we had started our channel, we were curious as to whether when we did readings like this, when we were doing dueling readings, whether we were going to get the same thing or different things. And it's kind of funny because in the past 2 weeks, Alycia and I both did private readings that we posted on our own individual YouTubes that were the same reading, like the same topic, and they were marginally close. They were pretty close. But Alycia believes that the queen is kicking it with the pill bugs, and I think Her Majesty is fabulous and still doing her thing. So we differ in opinion, but we'll keep catching you up for the night, so you become a super fan like everybody else here.
Yes. So what do you have over there?
So I've got
Susan's deck again? I'm sorry. Which deck is that one again?
This is the Star Tarot. I love this deck. Oh. This is the one, it's Thoth based. It's like the Aleister Crowley Thoth Tarot that like I'm still freaked out to read with because it's like really intense. But this one is it's super, super rich in terms of the imagery and the emotion. I know you understand what that is, like just the oomph that you get from the deck. But it's a bit more of an academic deck, kind of like the Crowley Thoth Tower too. Just requires a little. It's not a beginner deck. Like I don't recommend anybody get this. You'll be a little bit intimidated if you are a beginner. But I get oodles of information from this, and I get heavy downloads when I start touching the cards. So I work with psychometry. Like I touch objects and I get information from them, and I touch my tarot cards. I also use my Alycia Wicker amethyst wand to get more information. So that's available on Alicia's website. Well, she doesn't have any in right now, but we're going to get them. Supply chain issues be damned. So what I've got.
I'm going to tell you, remind me after you're done reading, what I have is a replacement for the wand. I'll tell you that.
Oh, that's great.
Finish your read first.
Super cool. So the queen is, again, she has been through so much in terms of history. World War II, the depression, the recession, the real estate boom that we had in the United States that affected everybody. She's been through the world. I said World War II, right? She's been through so much, and she's like, this is just one more trial that we're going through. Not a big deal. We're going to circle the wagons again, and we are going to endure. Just like from the Dark Shadows movie, endure. What will we do? Endure. Seven of Pentacles. They are still trying to keep their ducats in the bucket. And I do think that this is, one of the things about the royal family. I read somewhere that the queen is worth somewhere around 300 million. I was reading the Palace Papers, and that they're the largest landholders in Great Britain, and that's where the value comes from. And Prince Charles had done something different with the what is it, the duchy? They have the Prince's Trust, and that was the money that Harry and Meghan were going to get some of that. They were going to get like an allowance from that. They had done something very different, and what it did was it made the royal family's personal economy reflect also what was going on in the greater economy in Great Britain. So it's a very cool thing that he did. I think part of that, it makes it very easy for them to conceal excessive wealth, because they are representative of the common folk in the country. They are supposed to be the family that everyone emulates, but they're not. They have a lot more money than everybody else. I mean, it's just a cold fact. So for them, there is some concealment going on here. And I still say that plan B with Harry is to bankrupt him before this marriage goes to pot. So, to pot. I said to pot. So I think that there's something going on there, and I think that it's concealment and like, oh no, we all of our money is tied up. It's not real money. It's not gold coins that we have. It's actually here and there. And so it's a very complicated structure for their personal royal family economy. I think under the surface, this is not an ideal situation. The queen is actually mad that she has to behave in this fashion because it's very different from how she wants to be with her family and her grandson's wife. And she is very much holding her tongue. There are a lot of things that woman wants to say, and I wouldn't be surprised if there is a letter that she may have read to Ms. Markle after her passing. This is what the queen really thought of you, just so that you know. I have a feeling there's going to be nothing that's going to be handed over to her that she'll be able to publish or whatnot. But I think there is going to be a pretty loud statement from the queen at some point. So that's what I think about that, my sloppy shuffle. So what next?
So
should we?
What I was going to say for the wand thing.
Oh, yes.
I tried out something else. Okay. So like you, I learned that the massage, it's a massage wand, but it's not, I didn't learn massage from Anna. No. Okay. So just clearing
we
that
said it was
up.
going to be dirty tonight.
Yes, but we haven't gotten to that part yet. So of course I picked the devil card. I don't want to pick the devil card. Let's pick this other card. So like how Anna was saying, when I used to have those wands in stock, supply chain issues, etc., XYZ, can't get those yet. However, so the idea is that, using the quartz, you're like, if that's one of your gifts, you can amplify the energy, the meaning, the messages coming out of the cards, connection. Like, I think it's like a booster cable, kind of thing. But in tomorrow's video that's out on my channel, I have these pieces of faceted quartz that are larger. So it's not like a piece of tumbled quartz, and it's not a wand, but it's a faceted piece. I tried in my reading and I got the same effect. So that's in tomorrow's video, so you can see me work with it. And so I think it's like a super cool way if that's one of your things. So back to the readings.
Back to the readings. I've got like a weird nail thing going on.
Oh, Anna's. I was like, Anna was frozen. It was very weird. She was looking at me like, oh.
Am I still frozen?
No, you're not anymore. Now you're.
Let it go.
No.
What?
They do that at Disneyland. Apparently that's in the show, and there's fireworks going off with it. And I'm sure somebody thought I was a freak because we're walking around the park trying to get on the Haunted Mansion ride during the show. But every time one of those fireworks went off, I'm all, ah. And they're probably thinking there's something wrong with me. Well, there is. But I was just like, these fireworks aren't even timed to that dumb song. Anyhow.
Disney World has fallen apart. Oh, so wait. Marie Theresa has some information. The Duchy of Cornwall, Charles actually only manages the money goes to the privy purse, i.e. the government, and then Charles gets so much for the office, the running costs for the T-boys. T-boys?
Teabagger boys? I don't know who the T-boys are.
So like the T-boys from Greece? T-boys.
T-boy. T-boys. I don't know what T-boys are. The boys? For the twin boy? No, he didn't have twins. I don't know what that.
Maybe he did. Maybe there's something we don't know.
Well, there's that rumor that love child I did a reading on. I think there is a love child somewhere.
But
maybe his sons.
The princes. She said, I oh my God. I should not be driving this thing. I ain't even got a license. So, all right. So there's the drama with that. I feel bad for the queen. I know, I lost a friend because when Prince Philip died, I had posted on my Facebook, oh, this is, terrible, thinking of Her Majesty the Queen and, Prince Philip. And I had a friend call me up who is a conspiracy theorist. And he blasted me because he said they had parties where they served up sushi made out of parentless children. And they had, a smorgasbord in the back room with the parentless children. I was like, good Lord. I was like, I never heard that. Like, that's crazy.
Oh, you want to go down some dirty ass rabbit holes. You won't be like sucking up to Her Majesty's asshole anymore. I'm telling you that. I don't know.
I got to spend more time in the moon moth manor.
I don't have any content on that yet, but I will.
I'll be like, oh my God, I'll be in the moon moth manor scrubbing myself.
Yes. You're like, I have to, where's the bleach? Does no bleach come with my membership?
In my head, I was going to say, where's the bleach? So, all right. So, moving on. So, Ms. Markle was very upset with the UN. She was very upset with the UN because apparently, those of you that saw Harry's speech at the UN, there was a dearth of audience members. And I thought when I saw that, maybe this is by design. Like maybe they asked, to have a limited audience because of safety. Yeah, exactly. So apparently Ms. Markle was very upset about it. Reached out to the UN to say, why didn't you promote my husband's very important speech?
He's brilliant, okay? He can juggle balls and talk to me through glass. He's brilliant. He's so amazing.
Can't figure out how to work the doorknob, though.
Wow. We'll get there one day. He was busy teaching our child how to say crocodile, hello, and use the waffle maker. Oh, God, that's probably in the Urban Dictionary, too. Oh, God.
Oh, it is? You didn't know that?
I think I must have known it, but I haven't looked it up. So, oh, God, that's probably one of their things. Is that what they asked the Queen? The Queen sent him a waffle maker? Was that one of those things?
Yes, hang on. Do you have your phone there?
Yeah. Are you going to send me a picture that's going to torment me for the rest of my days?
No.
Oh.
You did ruin roasted chicken for me, though.
There was no picture, no visuals, no engineering sketches of how it works. Oh, my gosh. Oh, Francois here. Bonsoir, Francois.
Bonsoir. All right,
Oh,
so I'm sending it over to you so you can see it. It's not a picture. It's just it's a written.
Okay, they don't tell you how much private money they've got. The royals own Serco and part of Vanguard and have ownership in every pie. I don't know what Serco is.
I don't know what Serco is either.
Can you tell us, Marie? Marie has all this info. I don't know what the Serco is. I know they got their hands in all sorts of pots and pies that
The role of Gregopedia will be played by Marie Teresa Hughes. I can't say Hughes tonight. Hughes. I don't have my Invisalign in, so I'm like.
Oh, see, Marnie said it was explicitly said. Maybe they don't read things. What?
What happened? What?
I'm reading what you sent me about the waffle maker, and I'm very confused. I don't. Oh, no. Okay, well, either way, I think they're trolling people with all of their things.
I think they are too, and I think that that's disgusting.
Yeah. Maybe. Oh, because think about it. They're saying the Queen sent that over. Okay, well, whatever. So what do you have there for the spread, since I'm incapacitated after that Urban Dictionary moment?
You're stuck in a waffle maker. So
get me out.
Oh my God. So what I have here is Miss Markle. This is again trying to plant the seeds for more pentacles, for more ducats in her bucket. She needs more ducats. I believe that she thought just the panache of being at the UN. For some reason, like the UN is like the end all be all for her. Like, oh, we have to get to the UN. Yeah, like the UN is like a big deal to her. She thinks that's like the the Galactic Confederation. And she thinks that like all things in the future are going to come through there, and she expected them to make a bigger deal out of it, and she expected their PR and marketing to really pump the information on like how important Harry's speech was going to be. The speech itself was totally self-involved here. And I have no doubt that she wrote that speech. I don't think that they really wrote it together. I think that she wrote that on her own. I think it was to promote their ideas via the vehicle of Mandela. And I think she regrets how she did it because it didn't work, not because she regrets what she put out there. She's super angry about it and super emotional about it because it was yet another fail for her. And she just can't believe that people are smart enough to see around what she's doing. I got the moon card. She's very surprised that people can figure her out. Like, they're so stupid. Like, don't they eat dirt? Remember, like the stupid American people? Harry thought they don't dirt. So yeah, like that's what she thinks. So and you got the 5 of Cups too. Look at that.
Yeah, and this one I was asking about, what does the UN think about Markle's bitching? And it's kind of like, you knew what this was. Like, this is very much like, we told you what this was, bitch. We have the 3 of Pence here. Like, we talked about this. We talked about this. So we talked about it. This is the Philly Tarot. So we talked about it. I don't know who this guy is here, but it sounds like it's like sour grapes, and she's trying to spin it into her own fucking thing. And they're like, his thing, it was what it was. It was a success. He got his speech off. You knew it was going to be informal. We're happy with it. And you know what? It's almost like you read the fine print, you idiot. So pound sand. I don't think they care.
I don't think they do either. They're like, meh. So here is an interesting.
It also was an open session, so all of their little sugars could have ran in there and stormed the session to watch.
Yeah, I don't think Meghan did too much. I think she wrote the speech and she thought everybody was going to be okay. Now, I thought that this was interesting too, that Tyler Perry sent a birthday tweet that she had endured so much. I felt it was very tongue-in-cheek. Why don't we see if it was?
Okay. Something's wrong with Tyler Perry. I don't know. He seems like he might be a nice guy, but then it's like he's friends with Oprah, and I don't know. There's something disconnected for me. I don't know what it is. Like, is he a good guy and he's just tangled up in Oprah's nasty web? I don't
What
know.
if he's really Medea and like the costume that he's wearing is Tyler Perry?
Oh, that makes it even more twisted.
I want that. That's the world I live in.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. That would make more sense. I'll say that. That would make it make sense. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, woo! I love Tyler Perry. He just became my favorite guy in the whole world.
Oh, he's gaslighting her.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, well, he went up a notch. He's still friends with Oprah, so that's still a problem. But he gaslit her, so I'm good with that.
So, did you ever see Romy and Michelle's high school reunion?
No.
So there's this scene, Romy and Michelle. It's Mira Sorvino and Lisa Kudrow, and they go back to their high school reunion from Los Angeles in Arizona, and they're like living a really fun life and like just having a great time, but they haven't done anything great, so they make up this whole lie that they invented Post-its, and they get outed by like the cool chicks at school, who like the cool chicks they're all pregnant, and they're all like they have bad marriages, and like and ultimately like they're really great. So there's one of the cool chicks works in fashion, and she's actually kind of nice to them, and they made their outfits, like they left and they had outfits that they made, and they walked back in, and the cool nice chick that was in fashion rips on one of the cool girls that was mean to them, and she's like, you just keep telling yourself that. And that's kind of Tyler. Those of you that know this movie, this is the Tyler Perry moment that we just had. He was like, that's right, you just keep telling yourself, I feel bad that you've had a rough time, poor little you, happy birthday, girl, queen. So he did this full on purpose. This is a loud, booming statement. He is pulling back any amount of charity, any amount of help that he has ever given her. He is basically erasing all of the leg up that he gave purposely so that he can devastate her future. Now, I'm not saying that he's a mean guy. I'm saying that this is his karmic reaction. He is reacting to the way that she treated him and his staff and his house. He does not care if she's happy. He doesn't have any feelings about Prince Harry. Like, he's kind of ambivalent toward him, but she was a sister, and he does not like how she behaved. And the psychic sense that I'm getting is that he has come a long way. And
that's what this is the funny part. So the Philly Tarot, and that's like one of the things I got. King of Pentacles and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He worked his way up, and what does she do? So it's like, oh yeah, you've endured so much. Yeah. No.
He's calling her out on acting like an ass. That's good.
I like it. All right, Tyler.
I like it.
Perry, just dump Oprah and we can be friends again.
All right, Tyler Perry. I didn't think we were going to be talking about Tyler Perry.
I didn't either. I didn't think he would pop up here, but he is a welcome addition to this episode of Dueling Tarot.
They insulted his house too.
I remember something like that. Were they saying like it's out of date or?
Yeah, it's not our style.
Their style is so boring, IKEA basic.
Yes. Let's make everything beige.
Yeah.
Everything's white and beige.
And let's put up a picture of the California bear because we're South California, dude.
Oh, did they do that?
I think it's above. Someone had it. I think it was her, and there was a bear, like a piece of like the California bear, but it was like not the flag. And I'm pretty sure it was behind her at some point. I mean, beyond the other thing where they sat on the couch and Harry looks like he's depressed and she's talking about whatever, and they had that like wood ladder thing that holds the things, and they had the like weird nest art. All of it's just weird decor.
Oprah gave them those nest art pictures, but I think they were in the sale pictures. They claimed that Oprah gave them, but I think they were in the listing pictures when the house was for sale. Oh. So, yeah.
I'm sure they didn't buy that shit. I'm sure it was like, we'll just stay in it. We'll keep it occupied until you get a real buyer because we don't have that kind of money. Elon and MM hooking up.
Do we want to look at that?
We can. Glow in the dark romance. Oh, God. Well, I wear my sunglasses at night.
Her husband is an alien, so why not go there?
I don't know that Harry glows like Elon though.
I meant like Martian, yeah.
All right. Well, so what is are we just guessing that she wants to hook up with him next, or is there a rumor about this? The woman on the top right of the screen is Fire.
That's that person's screen name. That is awesome. That is an awesome screen name.
Huh. Watch it. It turns out to be a troll. If you're not a troll, then
please don't be a troll. That's a really cool name. All right, so let's see. What are the chances that Elon wants to? You have no idea how sloppy that shuffle was.
Oh yeah. See, Rose has the right idea there. He won't because she's not fertile Myrtle. That's what I think. Because he's got to bring back the population. Oh, good. The woman on the top right of the screen is not a troll. Hello.
Thank you for not being a troll.
Thank you. But yeah, let's see. I don't think. God, do you think Elon was married to the first one, right?
Affirmative.
Okay, but he didn't marry the other one. So maybe he's like learned his lesson. He's like, maybe I shouldn't be marrying any of these chicks. But maybe he wants to get freaky deaky with the Duchess. I don't know.
Oh, but wait.
What?
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 Wait,
what?
So I got that he wants to go back in time. He wants to get freaky deaky. Like, remember when you were in your 20s and you were chock full of hormones and you were like, I'm going to go out to a bar and I'm going to hang out and rub up against a guy named Jeremy, and true story, who's really, really cute and winds up sending your dad a resume because you said, my dad won't let me date anybody who doesn't have a good job. A resume. But I'm so glad Gregopedia is not here.
He's probably
So,
watching from an undisclosed location right now.
undisclosed location. He may be one of the 44. He'll be like, hey. So I think he wants to go back in time and be that freaky deaky guy, but he needs to, he's got a bit more control over those urges, but the urges are there. He is just chock full of testosterone. He does not think that that kind of a hookup would be beneficial to his current legacy. Let's put it that way. I did a reading on him and like what the whole point of his expansion is this week.
Oh, that's mine coming tomorrow. That was the one I told you I did the same reading.
Oh, okay. All right. That's another twinsy one that we had. We did the Balmoral and the Elon Musk expansion pack.
Yeah. So for me, I get like he has considered it in terms of it could be possibly good PR. But he knows that that's like dancing with the devil, not a good idea. Don't do that kind of shit. But it's almost like a thing where he thinks like it could have been a good way to focus attention away from his other drama that he's having, with the other news stories that have come out about him. So, yeah.
So then I just read for her, and I have Ace of Wands in reverse, Five of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Five of Cups in reverse, and the Sun. And so she would go there were she not still embedded like a tick in Harry's life. She would go there. She would do that. She's like, yeah, that I could go from out of this frying pan and into this frying pan. Be a great frying pan to be in. And I would love it. And I would get celebrity and I would be able to talk, but she doesn't think he'd let her work at the UN.
Well, call girl, work what? Where does she work at? She hasn't delivered a podcast, so I'm not quite sure what her career is.
I think she thinks that she works for the government. I think she thinks that she works for this world government that does not exist. She's part of the world, the royal world family.
Have you heard I apparently missed this, but I don't know. That wasn't anything I cared about. Maybe I was too young at the time. Don't know. The thing where Gloria Steinem was paid by a 3-letter agency to start her Ms. magazine. And then she had spoken at the time that, she worked with that 3-letter agency. She spoke very highly of it.
You're talking about KFC, right?
Yeah, KFC. She liked Colonel Sanders. She thought his little funky tie thing was hot. And that's where then I started thinking after I saw that, I was like, maybe is Gloria Steinem like passing on the throne to the Markle claw of the 3-letter agency role?
Let's take a look.
Kind of like how Jude's saying here. Is she a spy? The spy that shagged me? I don't think she's like Fang Fang, but maybe she's...
No, that Fang Fang, she's Bang Bang.
Bang Bang Fang Fang.
A little different.
But yeah, I mean, that would be interesting if she is like one of those people. Although I don't know that she's the brightest bulb they could have recruited. English, do I speak it? No.
What?
Oh, Jude.
Jude wins the internet tonight. Well done, Jude.
Well, that seems to be, their specialty, apparently.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. We said it was going to be hot tonight. It's hot tonight, guys.
It definitely is. Oh. So what you got there? Oh, time travelers.
That was a ghost. That just
Oh,
ran
okay.
behind.
I'm glad we all witnessed it. Now we can send it into Paranormal captured on film. We'll be famous.
Oh, there's absolutely paranormal activity in this house. So what do you got there? There goes the ghost again.
Oh, I missed it. I was looking at my thingies here.
I forgot a trick.
Oh, wow. The blur, the speed. I'm thinking there might be something to it, although I'm thinking there's
Calm down.
Does she think she's more important than she is? Perhaps this.
I'm getting the same thing. I'm right there with you. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm stymied here. Like, I think maybe this is feeding into the security paranoia. It just feels, oh my God. This adds a whole nother level of cuckoo town. But it's like, I don't think she's like as high up. She's not as high up as she thinks, but I think she's some type of connection.
She's like a, like they've whispered in her ear a little bit. But it's funny because I'm getting more on the Elon Musk thing. It's like she almost feels like he's like too goofy. He's too immature and goofy for me. Like he's not serious enough. He's not serious enough about all the trouble in the world. And I have all this serious stuff to do with KFC and you know, the 7 secret herbs and spices. What is it? Secret herbs and spices. She's got the secret herbs and spices.
Oh, she does. And go rub them on you.
Well, they go on the chicken.
The roasted chicken. Ah.
So yeah, she thinks she's a lot more. And you know what's funny? Because if that person who is whispering in her ear, thank you, darling. The person who's whispering in her ear is a master because they're letting her think that she is very talented and very smart and an integral part of the information that they need to get from the BRF and from the world at large. So,
I mean, this chariot's like perfect because, you know, it's a bus and it's just very much like you're helping us to move forward in our very important work that we need to get done, and you're integral in this, but it's still a fucking bus. It's just like, she thinks she's doing this fucking important work. She's worried about her safety. It's just, God.
That's the greatest noise I've ever heard you make.
I don't even know if I could replicate that. I had to get myself up in a tizzy again. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna.
The woman on. Holy crap. That is what your screen name should be. I'm sorry. It should be.
That might be a little too long.
Oh my goodness. This is a good crowd tonight. We're having a lot of fun. So,
oh gosh.
I hope Key is okay.
Oh, Kia might be like, oh God. I thought this was Royals and I went down this dirty lane. You missed last week where I had to learn about what that pig thing was.
Oh my.
Oh my.
So, what can we look on if Steinem is trying to pass the torch or whatever this torch is, this weird torch.
Let's see that, because why else would she bring her out of her crypt or whatever the hell she's been resting in? She looked like she was livelier from the still photo we saw in the undisclosed backyard where they had the black and white picture. Oh, good. Kia's okay. Whew. So I'm just, yeah, like, why did they have to bring her out into the sunlight? She looked like she's kind of like, why am I here? What is this idiot doing holding my hand? She's going to shove me into the curb and stomp on my head. So, yeah, let's see.
So, right off the bat, I'm getting that there's the position is dead. It's like a fire that's fizzled out. If there's a torch to pass, the fire has fizzled out. And they're just trying to get a little bit of information. So I do think that Steinem did have something to do with
KFC.
I think she was in the kitchen, possibly, helping bread the chicken or something like that. She was definitely a part of it. Maybe she was bringing the spices. She was bringing the 7 herbs and spices, or the flour, or whatever.
The canola oil?
Yeah, she was bringing something to them. But there's no torch to pass, but it's almost like she's the key to utilizing this other tool. Meghan Markle's the tool. What do you have?
Similar. It's kind of like I get like what you're saying, like we're done with that specific recipe. We're not doing that recipe anymore here at KFC. I'm passing, there's some passing of a torch onto her, and I don't know if that's because the person at KFC has perhaps talked to Miss Steinem and said, if you could just whisper in her ear about something like, oh, I know you've talked to Joey Walnuts or something, then just to kind of get her into this game. Because I do enjoy our all-seeing eye here on the judgment card. I like
that too.
I think there's some game playing going on with her. Oh, but we have the sneaky snacker. So like you said, the recipe's not being made anymore, but we're playing along because we're looking for just a little bit of stuff. A little bit.
Kia, we have every time the sneaky snacker, which is our 7 of swords, comes up, Alycia puts a little contribution in the box. And we will eventually count up those contributions and they will go someplace. Are we sending them to some kind of charity?
Yes. Well, it'll go to a charity that's not fucked up.
Possibly for Harry's nudicles. I think
no.
We didn't just, no, we're not doing that?
Anything that has to do with his nether regions, I'm not touching. If you want to touch it, go ahead. But no, I'm not donating money. I wouldn't throw any of these coins at his nudicles. No, no.
But Alycia, I've got no balls. I've got no balls.
I lost them in the waffle maker.
Got slammed in the door. Oh, okay. So what do we have? Let's look at some of these comments here. Oh, you know what, Marnie? We're really angry about that, Alycia and I.
That picture.
They stole our picture.
Well, we stole it from Thelma and Louise, but then they stole it.
We're gonna have to fix that up. Yeah, is it? Because I guess they're moving forward in the car. I guess that's what's going on. I don't know. But
are they such rebels? Edgy rebels, you know.
Listen, I think if Hillary's riding around in a convertible, she's got a lot of balls. I'm just saying.
I wouldn't be doing that. And the other thing you could say, well, is at least there's a start date for their podcast, unlike some people.
Well, she did. I'm Meghan.
Is that the whole
thing?
Well, here's that thing. I'm like, we're in August now. We're firmly in summer. We're rushing towards fall. Are we not talking about like is Spotify just going to ignore this and be like, "Oh yeah, summer of 2023."
Well, we had the pandemic. It's supply chain issues. They have supply chain issues.
I think there's a studio somewhere in LA she could record.
No, they can't get the noise from this place to this place because of the supply chain issues. It's
Joey Walnuts probably knows how to get that stuff moving if she just whisper it in his ears.
They could talk to Joe Rogan is good at it. They should talk to Joe Rogan.
They don't like him, okay? I don't like him.
I didn't like Joe Rogan, and I was kind of like, he's like a little over the top, like he's a little too much for me, which is saying a lot because I'm super extra. But then I saw his interview with Dan Aykroyd, who I love, and kind of won me over because he was like all like hanging out with Dan Aykroyd, Ray Stantz.
Oh, can we also then talk about how I was pissed off about Neil Young? Remember when Neil Young was leaving Spotify? Damn you all! And then he quietly slunk back in.
Oh, I didn't know he slunk back in.
Oh, the little piece of shit that he is. Yes, he did. So, take that, Neil Young, you piece of shit. All right. I've gotten it out of my system.
On this
There's one less thing I have to post on Facebook and get in trouble for.
I want someone to do a mashup of Neil Young's Harvest Moon with Alfalfa from the Little Rascals singing it. Like I need some producer somewhere to do that for me, because the first time I heard Harvest Moon, I was like, this sounds like a song Alfalfa would have sung.
I can say I've never heard of that song, and I'm happy to have not heard it. Please don't share it with me like your Bollywood other thing you shared with me. That
it was awesome.
Not my jam. Not my jam.
So okay. So where are we?
Let's see.
Is that enough for Meghan Markle, or is there anything in the comments?
I think we've covered enough of that. Susan would like me to hold her balls.
Oh. I did see in the comments somebody said that Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson broke up. Shocker.
Did they? No. It was meant to be forever. I did tell my sister-in-law that when we were at Disneyland, and I said, "Oh, if I don't put on makeup, I do look like Pete Davidson with the dark circles around my eyes."
Oh, so wait, and Serendipity is blowing us up here. So yes, if it is your first time here, like Kia, in the description below, there are links. You can get private readings from Alycia and I. Alycia also has an amazing selection of crystals on her website. So please like, share, and subscribe, and get your own magical readings from us. We're both amazing. Tell you all kinds of weird stuff about your life.
Totes. I don't see this. Oh, there it is. Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson split. Couple break up after 9 months of dating as their demanding schedules take a toll on relationship.
That was it? 9 months?
That's how long the contract was. # bullshit relationship.
Holy crap.
He spent months filming in Australia.
I forgot that he had things tattooed on him. So do you want to see how Kim is feeling, and I'll see how Pete is feeling?
Okay. Oh, you know what? I totally feel like I need the Hollywood Tarot for that.
So I'm actually using my classic Llewellyn for this. And this is one of my teaching decks, and I've got my stickers on it, like you have on your deck.
Yeah. Where is my deck? I feel like I'm on the Titanic floating back and forth. Where's my deck? I can't find my deck. Son of a bitch. Someone stole my deck. How weird. Well, I guess screw the pooch on that one. All right. We'll just stick with Philly. I don't know where that one went. Oh, no, that's not it either. Ghost. All right. That's Pete?
Pete's first card. The celebration.
Oh my God. Oh, I wonder if he's going to show up in some of the episodes of the new season whenever that comes out.
Oh my God. He is like ecstatic. But I don't think he's going to let us know that he's ecstatic.
No, he's probably going to paint tattoo teardrops on his face or something.
It's on the down low. He's going to pretend that he's upset. He's going to pretend that he's crushed. And like, it's really hard to move on, man. Like, I got to get my act together. He's going to use this as an opportunity to just be like, hey, I got to work on my mental health. He's going to use it to spotlight mental health. But underneath it all, he's really, really happy.
Yeah. This is the contract. This is Kim. Like, oh my God. Totally. I mean, for sure. The contract with El Diablo, that's us, was over. So I'm very satisfied. We came up for like contract renewal, and I was like weighing my options if I want to continue with him, but then I was like, maybe not. But we found a good balance. We could definitely work together in the future if we want to recreate that magic, but it was totally a contract. He signed on the dotted line. I got him some extra business deals, so I don't feel totally bad about breaking this contract. I didn't break the contract. I went to law school, bitches, so the contract just ended. I did not break a contract. I am a little bit worried because he did get in on some of my secrets, and that could be scary, but we'll sue him. But I'm okay with it. I have some new creative ideas for my next boyfriends that want to join into our Eyes Wide Shut crew. So,
Alycia, you have a fan.
I do. Who? Oh. I don't expect any waffle making.
I wonder what pancakes are.
Oh gosh.
You know what? Fandom is great.
Yeah.
Fandom is good. Fandom is good.
Alicia's Hollywood deck went on an unannounced yacht cruise. It probably did. Where is that damn deck? How did I lose it? It's so weird.
So, do you keep it in a box?
No, this one I had out and I didn't put it away because it's perfect for celebrity readings. And I was like,
I'm trying to find it. It's near something black.
Black.
And there's wood. It's near something black and wood. Is it in a drawer? Is it a drawer I'm seeing?
Hold on. Oh! All right.
Did I find it?
Yeah. Okay. I did. Here's wood.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
And it was at the end of my drawer. My little.
It's one of the bonuses of having psychic friends.
Yeah. And it's sitting in front of a stack of books, and the bottom one's like black. So you were on it, remote viewer.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was not planned. This is not like that. Oh, I thought you were doing the cup trick.
Does that involve a waffle maker?
No.
All right.
But you know what? I think we should get castanets that are waffle makers.
No, I don't want my fingers touching.
Come on, that's so much fun. We could do it on the show. Waffle makers.
No. I don't want that. Dirty bird. Okay, so are we done with the Kardashians? Okay, we're done with them. They split.
Well, somebody said, will Alycia and Kanye get back together? Will Kim and Kanye get back together? You want to take a look? I'll look at Kanye. I'll go down that dark hole.
I'll look at Kim. Did they officially divorce yet, or are they still technically married?
Oh, I don't know. I think they're still married.
Oh, so they could halt the divorce. All right, let's see.
She remember she got declared like legally single, but they're not divorced. And he was
Why?
all bent out of shape about it.
Okay, but what does that do if I'm legally single but I'm still married? What? So it's I'm free to boink even though I'm married.
Yeah, that was pretty much what it was. Susan said, "I'm gonna get a job remote viewing for the KFCI." I love their spices.
Oh, that's the best. All right, let's see. Kim, and Kanye. Oh my gosh, I could do a vow renewal like they do on the Housewives, which is always the kiss of death for any relationship.
So I got the sneaky snackers.
Oh, gotta bust the box out. Not that box.
Oh my.
X-rated.
We'll do that on our OnlyFans channel. Truly,
Yes.
Sloppy Shuffle Tarot.
Sloppy Shuffle Tarot 1-900 Sir Mix-a-Lot. Oh God, the whole thing. You want to tell me what you got? Tell me about Kanye.
Tell me what you got. So, I don't think Kanye is 100% mental health wise. Like, I think he's come a long way from where he was, but I don't think he's 100%. And I think returning to the trough, I did say returning to the trough, is going to be very bad for his mental health. You know, I don't think that the door is open, but I think the conviction on his side is, yeah, that's a path that I don't want to go down. I think being in that environment and being in that family was very difficult for him. And it was almost like he was steeped in an environment that was not conducive to good mental health. And now that he's extracted from it, he realizes it. And he's trying to avoid pitfalls like that. So it's something that even with the kids, he's trying to really balance that out. And he's got some hard stops with the relationship with that family. He's got some non-negotiable moments. Like, no, I'm not going to do that. And it's like almost they almost use that against him. Like, oh, see, he's not with it yet. He's still got mental problems. But it's really his reaction to things is actually a very healthy and crafted response. So I kind of feel bad for him because he is contracted to the family because of the kids, but he doesn't really, he wants to really insulate and create like a force field around himself to protect himself from it. What do you have?
Something similar, because it was like she's been happy to play the I miss our relationship bitches. She has let him know that it is an option if he would like to come back and have the relationship work as a partnership. And it's almost like, if you want to come back with me and Chris Jong-un into our partnership, as he called her, and do your deal with El Diablo, the door is open. And it looks like she's mentioned to it several times. He's on the outside, 8 of Cups, like, nope. And she's mentioned, well, you can make some money. So she's mentioned it to him. There's nothing here about like love. It's all about, how can we spread some gossip? How can we get the people talking about us? It'll be great for marketing, all that kind of shit. But yeah, it's like the offer's been made. He doesn't want it.
Did you watch their show?
Yes. Don't
I
judge.
watched it like a little bit, and like it was almost like, oh, like I couldn't take it after a while. Like show me outfits, show me your closet. I want to see your closet. I want to see how you keep your shoes.
Oh, you
and
can
your
see that in
purses.
the new one. The new one on Hulu, you can see that closet.
Yeah,
Or
I don't want
closet.
to get too deep. I missed the last 2 episodes of What We Do in the Shadows, so I don't want to miss that. You still need to watch that show.
I have so many shows I gotta watch. Today, at lunch I watched Michael Jackson Faking It, so I watched that. But then I have another one to watch called The Amish Witches. That's on the Discovery Plus thing. I thought, okay, I'll check that out. But I fall asleep at 9:30, 10. Well, except for tonight, I'll stay up late because I'm going to be drinking it on the Facebook, writing dumb shit. So there's that.
God bless America. We're still free. We're still free.
Oh, I might not be able to stream on Facebook again next week, but we'll see what happens.
But we'll see if maybe we can figure out a way around that. Like, we'll see if we can figure that out. So, all right. So that was Meghan and
Kim and Kanye. And where are we going next on our tarot cruise around the drama?
So I think we need to head for the hills and Amber Heard. So what have you heard about Amber Heard?
Well, okay. So one of my lovelies sent me a link to this blog. And I don't get out much apparently on the internet. I just troll in the same little places I always go. And it was a Substack, Jessica Reed Krause Substack. And I believe I mentioned it. If I didn't mention it in today's video, it's in tomorrow's video. And talking about Ms. Heard and these eyes wide shut, dirty bird parties. Now, I don't know, if she's a top lady. What was the term you were going to use?
Acquisitions expert.
Yes, I don't know if she was or not. But I did want to say, when I was on the Pirates of the Caribbean or Caribbean, however you want to say it, I always say Caribbean, right? I did take a picture for you, Anna, of the, I don't know if that's going to show. It's supposed to be the skeleton pirate thing that's on the ride. And I was like, I didn't know Amber Heard was here.
Do you remember the rumor when Disneyland first opened that some of those skeletons were real? They were so lifelike.
No.
They were real. Yes.
I know people dump cremains in there all the time.
Oh, really?
That in the Haunted Mansion, they're always dumping the cremains in there, and then they have to clean it out. They're going to vacuum up your loved one anyway, so seems like a waste to me.
Aw. I want to be made into a tree.
I want to be made into a diamond after my animatronic corpse goes on a world tour.
That diamond company is really cool, and it's not just diamonds they'll make all kinds of colored stones, and there's also a Victorian necklace that they'll do. It's like that big concave glass, and it's got a swirl of your ashes in it. Yeah, really cool.
No one's going to wear that in my family. I can barely get them on the animatronic corpse idea, so I don't think I'm going to get anybody to wear a swirl of my ashes around their neck. Can you imagine?
I would wear it.
Okay,
and I would channel you all day long. I'd be like, Alicia's still with us.
People are like, who is this bitch? She keeps channeling. What?
Gosh, it's hot. But my electric bill is so cheap.
Oh, gosh.
Speaking of my electric bill, $249 this month. So did a little bit better this month.
Shit, I have to move to where you are. I don't even going into debt over here in the land of bullshit and bullshit. Oh yeah, I saw
So-
that too, Kia. Kris Jenner's going to be made into a diamond.
Yeah.
She was also trying out coffins. Oh, there was a coffin at the thrift place we go to, the antique shop. There was a coffin out back, and I was like, oh my gosh, I wish I had room for it to turn it into a coffee table. But it was like $200, and I don't have the room. That would be the best.
They're so big, though. How big is your living room? Like, I'm in my living room and my dining room, and like,
I could fit it if I took out the current coffee table, I think. It's like one of those old school ones, though, like the rectangle box. And I just had the like basic, little turn screws on top where I could put a piece of glass on top and the little slimline trim. It's not like super big, but slightly bigger than the coffin casket, whatever. I forgot what they're called at the moment. My brain's not working. Okay, we're talking about Amber Heard and what?
I was going to say, Kia, like, not only do you get tarot entertainment, pop culture, advice on crystals, but you get decorating ideas too.
I'm sure I'm not the only one that wants a coffin coffee table.
Oh, I know you're not.
I was like even looking at like coffin bookcases. I made my own coffin shelves for my office. It's a miniature version, so I did do that.
I just saw that guy in England, he makes it's a bookshelf that turns into a coffin later.
Wow.
Yeah, like it looks like, like a fancy like Nordic bookshelf, and then it turns into, you build it into a coffin when you're ready for it. So okay.
That would be kind of cool because, well, I probably can't do that here. It's California. You have to still get in the cement vault. Drama. I don't know. I love all of these creepy decor ideas. Serendipity's family-owned funeral homes. Oh my gosh.
Oh, for real?
We've talked about like our dreams of a funeral home where I'm going to be the mortician and Anna's going to be up front in the house because she can channel the dead peoples and stuff. And we should it should be combined with our metaphysical shop. So we'll have all the rooms for the tarot readers, and in the back's a funeral home.
It will be the metaphysical center of the world. We can't lose.
We got them coming, going, all of it. Oh, gosh. Okay, so what are we looking at for Amber Turd?
So Amber Heard. So, all right. So, we heard that she was possibly in charge of these slippery fun parties. We also heard that possibly she was an acquisitions expert for the talent at such parties. She also filed for bankruptcy this week, which will have no effect on the judgment against her for defamation because it doesn't touch defamation judgment. Filing bankruptcy does not correct that or absolve you of that debt. And she also sold the house that she had in the desert. She bought a house it was bought oddly. It was there was some kind of weird trust on it, but it was out in the desert, and it had this 110-foot long engineered bridge that went to a gazebo, which I don't think is a really good idea to have when you have a baby, to have this bridge over
troubled waters.
It wasn't. It was a gully. Like, it was a horrible gully. Like, I could just imagine. So, so let's keep the juicy stuff, pardon the pun, at the end. And we'll see, what the whole point of this selling of the house in bankruptcy is. Let's start there.
Okay.
And then we'll get into the nitty gritty, the nooks and crannies. I could go all night. So could she.
I'm going to have visuals where I'm going to be having nightmares. Where's my eye bleach?
Woo! Oh, you know what? Keep shuffling, because I am going to pull out the Tarot of the Unknown. Everybody, those of you that love the Tarot of the Unknown deck, It is currently available in the Etsy app. Just look up Tarot of the Unknown, the guy who made this deck. He has fresh ones in stock. I told Alycia today, make sure you leave one for Alycia. There's Sloppy
I
Shuffle.
I got mine.
Oh, you ordered it already? Oh, good for you.
Oh, heck yeah, because I kept after you told me where the deck was, and then I was looking for it and it wasn't coming back. I wasn't going to message the guy like some creepy stalker guy. But
I did. I messaged him for you. I was like, when are you getting them in stock? He's like, soon.
Oh, see, you're nice to me. I don't want people to think I'm like creepy stalkering him, because maybe he was like, that's it. I'm not printing anymore. That was my life's work, and F you. But yeah, I'm happy to get that deck, because that's like one of those decks that's been in my mind, and it's not like people aren't reselling that deck. So sad times. So what I'm getting here while you continue to shuffle, this is about, our finances are in a state of fuckery. I think somebody finally looked at the bottom line and said listen here, we're running out of money. You're getting shit out of luck. We're looking to the future. We got to get a hold of this shit. And this is a part of that step of getting a hold of that shit so we can start moving forward. We have to have a little bit of a cushion here. Cushion. So that's what I'm getting with the sell of the Yucca Valley, or Yucca. I think it's Yucca Valley.
I think you're right.
It's
I think it
yucky
was Yucca
land.
Valley. So I have the same thing. There's celebrity bankrupt, and then there's like regular plebeian bankrupt, where like you have $5 in your bank account, no savings, no stocks, no bonds, nothing like that. No residuals coming in from things that you've done. And she is that kind of broke. She literally, I don't think she has capital in hand. Truthfully, I think Harry and Meghan are very similar. I think they're getting down to I have $100 in my bank account. I think she's down to a few bucks. I think there's a lot of family charity that's going on. I'm getting strong impressions of her father, and that her father is not really happy about this. And he's like, you got to get back up on that horse and get with it. And he doesn't understand the industry that she's in, and that she's really done herself in, and she's really thrashed her career. He's just like, yeah, just wait a little while and this will go away. But she pooped in his bed, we all know she pooped in his bed. So
she's definitely not going to be called up for a trip on the casting couch with behavior like that.
No. The taking back of the control of her life is going to require some very creative management here. And they're trying to do that. But this whole sale and this bankruptcy, they're trying to stop the bleeding. And part of the bankruptcy is a PR move. They're like they want to turn her into poor little Amber. Like she's, she was victimized by the system. They're going to try and use that storyline as well. The whole point of that article that she wrote was, I spoke out, and the whole system backfired on me and took umbrage. Is that the right word that I'm looking for? Umbrage. Took umbrage with me because I was criticizing one of the anointed ones in the industry. And she's going to try and kind of softball that, or at least her PR is going to try and softball that back out. See, this is what she was talking about. So she really needs a break, and just, let's see if we can be charitable and put her back on her feet. It's the human thing to do. That's going to be the storyline that we're going to hear. That's kind of, I think it's a dead horse though. I'm going to take a look.
I'm just
curious. She doesn't like that.
She unloaded her Yucca Valley digs for $1,050,000, nearly double what she paid for it.
Okay, which is great if you don't have to spend it.
Well, okay, here's the other thing. She bought in a shitty area, so like, yes, getting $1,050,000 for that is like a blessing in disguise, thanks to shitty economic times we're in. But if she had a house like in a proper area, like where stars live, she could have bought a shit, or she could have got a shit ton more money, like $1,050 for the desert where that house was. All right, that's decent. I mean, of course, California real estate's like redonkulous. So, okay,
I didn't like the house. I saw the pictures. I didn't like it.
no, it's nothing great. I don't know.
No.
It's Palm
Nothing great.
Springs adjacent. It's not even Palm Springs cool.
Yeah. Oh, that was another thing. Apparently, her role in Aquaman has been reduced to 2 minutes of screen time.
Ooh.
2 minutes. And on the set, they are reshooting with green screen, and none of the crew are allowed to say her name. Say my name, say my name. She's Voldemort. She's Voldemort.
She's gonna have to like go underground for a long time. Oh,
Dye her hair. Dye her hair. She could dye her hair.
she could, but she's gonna have to like go away, because I still remember what her smug little face looks like, and so until I forget what that looks like, she needs to go away so I can be like, oh my gosh, I forgot
Alycia,
about her.
We might have to add this to our list.
All right, I don't care.
I have my own feelings about it. So, and Joe, actually, you know, boomerang back to Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan had some interesting things to say about her. So we'll circle back to that.
Oh gosh, I miss Jen Psaki. God,
Well,
never thought I'd say that.
Circling back.
Oh yeah, circling back with my pen to tell you I'm not pointing at you. I'm using my pen as we circle back.
Peter misses her. All right, so the house and the bankruptcy, and now we shall discuss To the Eyes Wide Shut. So we have the subreddit. What was it? Where'd you find that?
I put it in your private chat. It is Jessica Reed Krause. It's a Substack.com. Let me see if the other name, it's called House Inhabit. And that's if you want to search for something simpler than her whole full name. House Inhabit. And that's where she has these spicy blogs. Now, if you want to read the whole thing, you got to pay, but she has enough spice on there if you don't want to pay to get like curiosity piqued. And there's some pictures that make you go, excuse me?
Mm-hmm. What?
Yeah.
Okay. So Alycia saw that, and what I saw was I don't know if any of you are following the whole Marilyn Manson story, but there's a Canadian gal, and her channel is The Colonel, and she had on a dude. His channel is Celtic Iron. He is a young Irishman who attends parties for money in Hollywood. And he's actually a pretty cool dude. It's pretty funny. So I just discovered this afternoon before our show. And he said that his former girlfriend, who he said smoked Amber Heard, said she was so much prettier than Amber Heard, that she had given Amber some dating advice and some conduct advice in that industry. And the Celtic Iron and the girlfriend both worked at these parties, and they were a variety of neat things. You can go and watch it. Again, Celtic Iron. And apparently there's a wristband process that your wristbands will identify what you like, what you'll tolerate, what you don't like at some of these parties. And then some, it's just like a free-for-all. Like you just go there and it is a free-for-all. And some there's like coordinated shows. And Celtic Rune, I thought you would like that name. So, I don't know if you're related to him. But so let's see if she was one of the masterminds, like the Heidi Fleiss of the situation.
Okay, the Heidi Fleiss variety. Yes, all right.
Yes. Or if she was an acquisition expert, because there was some commentary on her using things, substances to indoctrinate other young performers.
Yeah.
Some of them very young performers.
Yes. Is she kind of like those other people we can't talk about? God, I love America. All right. Can't say anything.
Get me off this big blue ball.
Yeah. Send me up to Mars with Elon Musk for a spell.
I was going to say, well, apparently Elon may have met her at these parties. So,
yeah, that's the other part. That's, oh my. Is it possible you can have two roles in this Eyes Wide Shut group? You know,
possibly.
I'm thinking she might be playing two roles there, you know. Head of HR, head of something else.
Oh my. Oh my. So there was a show called Saxondale. It's a British show, and it's about a roadie that has a rage disorder. Steve Coogan plays him. And he was a roadie for like all the greats like Led Zeppelin and whatnot. And he tells these stories, and he's married to a rotund woman. He's a rotund chaser. And there's a young man that lives in the neighborhood who is a pay-for-play young man. And they have to go to court at one time. And one of the guys called the young pay-for-play guy a dirty bum boy. And he goes, "Who called me a dirty bum boy?" So there's dirty bum boy stuff going on here. Oh my. Woo! What do you got?
There's some mixing of cocktails, perhaps.
Yeah.
Things. There's also some overpowerment going on when people are getting some mixing of things.
Look at that.
There also seems to be some casting calls. There's some casting calls there. So there's some deliverables here. Like there feels like we might be supplying individual party items, favors, things like that. It's like she's a Jill of all trades.
Yeah. So I got the whole storyline here.
Ugh.
Once I was alone and I was destitute and running around trying to audition with my resume and trying very hard, and I could not break through that casting room door. And thus I discovered this individual who is likely a woman, who said, "Take my hand and let's put some money in your hands, not waitress money. And we're going to walk down this path together. I will do the heavy lifting and I know all the people, and you will be my lieutenant." I think the acquisitions expert is a role that she leaned into very, very well. I think she was a lot of fun, and she had a lot of contact with younger people, very sunny disposition. But I do think that there was some trickery there. And I think she did leave a path of destruction behind her. And I'm wondering if we're ever going to hear from those young individuals about the experience that they had had with her, or the experience that they had had within that particular social set, if I may.
Man, that would be interesting if anybody came forward about that shit.
So I've got a man, I've got a young man, which may be this Celtic Iron, who was a hoot. He's got a lot of information, and he's not sure if he's going to give it up yet.
See, I don't like, that's the thing, because he's like a part of, like, not necessarily a part, but he's intermingled with the Eyes Wide Shut crew, and I don't think you want to F with them.
He's more afraid. He's being told, yes, you shouldn't be talking about this, but he's more afraid that he's going to lose his standing and he's going to lose his ability to work. So that's more of the concern for him. So that's very interesting. What did Celtic Rune is saying? And he is very nice looking, and he was like super bubbly and charming.
Oh, and he's not hidden? I thought he would be like on Dateline, like a witness, where it's like they've changed his voice and put him in a dark shadow or something.
No, he, he was being interviewed. Half of the interview is on the Colonel's YouTube, and the other half is on his. So, which was a really nice way to segue some followers to him. I thought that was pretty cool for her. Kind of like what you did for me, Alycia.
Aww.
So you said before you didn't want to
like Anna's page. Oh.
What happened?
I was telling everybody go like your channel, and then you said something else.
No. Well, you said before you didn't want to be like the creepy weird person who like messaged the guy who made the Tarot of the Unknown deck. I was the creepy weird person who like messaged Alycia and was like, please be my friend.
I'm just that little like introvert with digital communication, so I don't reach out very often. And it takes me sometimes a long time to respond to messages, not because I hate anybody, but because I need like digital Viagra to go back and respond in my inbox.
See, I respond. I just need a day between Thursday and Friday.
Oh, I think I responded to a message that was from 10 days ago. I feel horribly bad that I'm like on it, but then sometimes just, I don't know.
I'm worse with voicemail. I cleared out my voicemail like just before we got our new phones. And I actually had a confirmation for my ultrasound with my daughter on there. I was like, oh my God. She's like a grown person now. It's like,
you're like,
oh dear.
I'm surprised how long you would have that. That seems like I probably would have already like gone through another service or been on a different phone by that point, probably a different number.
Yeah. I don't even listen to my voicemail. I don't even have a voicemail set up right now on my cell phone. Like
I don't listen to the one at home. And so people like, if it was like the eye doctor's like, oh, do you want us to call you at the home number when you're ready or your order's ready? And I'm like, no, because I'm never going to listen to that phone. I don't even know why we have it. I guess in case of emergencies.
I love my house phone. I think it's great.
I never talk to anybody on it. It's so weird.
So,
all
right.
MB's here. Hi, MB.
Hi, MB. That's a good morning, right? Good morning.
Good morning. Top of the morning to ya. Oh, Gilded Age Girl's still not here?
Yeah, so you know what? I'll show everybody. So Gilded Age Girl sent me a package. This is so wonderful. This is my first fan thing that I got, and I love it. I was going to save it for when she came on, but she made me, if you guys remember when I'm downstairs, I wonder if you could see it better this way. When I'm downstairs in my office, there's a blank wall because I moved like a bunch of stuff around. And so she made this for me, and she put Please like, share, and subscribe on the fortune cookie.
That is so cool. I love that.
It's so awesome, and I love it, and I can't wait to put it up, and I thank her, and I love her, and it's awesome. I'm so happy with it. So I'll do a whole video for her. I'll just be like, we'll analyze our portrait here. We'll talk about it.
Hola, Nikki.
Oh, hi,
Okay,
Nikki.
So what are we doing? We're back on the turd, right? Okay, what's next?
So now there was some discussion about whether Elon was one of these guys too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
And they possibly met there.
See, I wish I remembered my readings better. I think in my reading that I have today, I think I did get that, but I don't know if that's where she picked him up.
Let's see.
Yeah. Oh, I want my other deck. What am I doing? Philly, get out of my hands.
Oh, Billy.
Oh, Philly.
Oh, psychically, he is so disconnected. Whoa, that's weird. Can you still hear me?
Now I can.
I had to go silent for a minute.
Radio silence.
I was getting a message from a ghost.
Ooh. You know, I'm going to be a really cursy ghost, and I hope whoever channels me makes sure to channel all of my curse words as well. So when I come through and I say, yo, what's up, bitches, you motherfuckers? How you doing? I hope that the channeler says all of that.
Getting a lot of blue language. Oh my.
I'm a Christian.
So I'm getting really, really there's some he is really trying to freeze her out. She's a lot of trouble. We also got another sneaky snacker.
Oh, I got a sneaky snacker too.
Sneaky snackers everywhere. Oh, what's a sneaky snacker on that deck?
It looks like Rhett Butler, kind of, but it's a magician kind of guy. Why does this camera not focus on Dick? Come on.
Is it shiny pants? Are those shiny pants?
It kind of looks like shiny pants. And he's got all his little swords, and he's probably I don't know.
Sneaky snacker.
All right, so we'll put in. Oh, I feel like Chuck Woolery. We'll be back in 2 and 2. 2 sneaky snackers. Okay. I know I'm dating myself with that reference. Okay, go on.
So I think he met her at a time when he was a little bit lonely. And it was kind of the right thing at the right time. I keep getting the mother card with him. I think that baby's his. But I think that was a tricky situation, and I think she created that situation. I think she engineered that situation and kind of tricked him. And I think he's really surprised that she did that. But all of this is in his past. All of this craziness with her is in his past. I'm not getting the party thing. I'm getting more of the relationship. This was like a flash in the pan relationship for him, but it was very problematic very quickly, and he read the whole situation very well. That's what I'm getting.
Oh, I'm getting that he was blacked out, toasted at this meeting of her. So that would lead me to believe then it was at some type of one of these eyes wide shut events. I think he went in there and he got bamboozled by her. I think he sized her up and he underestimated her and what she could do. He got in there the next day. He didn't know what the fuck happened. And then it was like he was invited back again and he was a little wiser the next time he encountered her. But I think he got some level of respect for her because of the shady shit she pulled on him. But there was like, I think that was a moment where he learned not to trust the head below his waist.
Little Elon.
Little Elon. Yes.
Ooh, I wonder how pale that is.
I know. I was just thinking that. I was like, God, does that glow in the dark too? Oh my
The pale orc. So yeah, I think you're right about the I'm the wiser in the future from this.
Yeah. God. He should keep his
Pale orc to himself.
His pale appendages away from dipping
sun.
into anything. God.
So wait, Serendipity said slipped him a Mickey.
Yes, because he was knocked the F out, doesn't know what happened. So now that was an interesting something I read somewhere. Maybe it was on that Substack I was telling you about, where this girl was getting entranced by AH. As she's getting entranced by AH, she is kissing AH, and she thinks she slipped a pill through the tongue dancing of the French kiss, and the girl took it in, and she said she started to feel. I was like, this is next level Bill Cosby. So I don't know. This might go down a whole other road we didn't even expect.
So I kind of get the same thing too. There's all this lack of control, all whacked out, having your power taken from you. Let's see because that says a lot about the JD pictures.
Yeah.
Perhaps that happened. Let's see if that happened.
I think it happened at least once.
I think it happened too.
Yeah. At some point, he smartens up. Same thing. It's almost like these dumb men like underestimate her, and then they smarten up at some point. Yeah.
Those pale orcs. Everyone's thinking about their pale orc.
God, why did I have a dolphin sound go through my head? Like it makes it sound like a dolphin. Thank God I can't replicate that.
That's not what orcs sound like, though. Orcs don't make that noise.
I don't know. I just Kia. So you remember, maybe you don't, maybe you're younger. Eyes Wide Shut. Look it up. There's a movie that was Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. And in that movie that was made by Stanley Kubrick is a
culture, society.
A culture, a society that is something that people would talk about now as a group that starts with the letter I, but we don't say it because we might get in trouble. But a lot of the same things that are depicted in that movie are alleged to happen in real life in these groups. So I think that explains it. But I'm going to tell you, that's a weird ass movie. There's a lot of symbolism in it if you pay attention to it, like the weird lights on the walls, all the different things in there. It's a crazy thing. If you happen to watch, if you're subscribed to Gaia, there is a guy who does a I guess, symbolism, things that go on, Hollywood symbolism in these movies. And one of the movies he talks about is Eyes Wide Shut. So it's really interesting if you're into that kind of tinfoil hat conspiracy and the stuff that Kubrick was trying to share in that movie. So
I didn't know that there was a show on Gaia about that. I'm going to have to watch that.
Yeah, it's like I forgot what it's like, some Hollywood movies. They went over like some other ones too. Oh, yes, we are still live.
Yay! Gregopedia!
Yes, Gregopedia. I mean, I'm getting buzzy. I don't know how much longer we can go.
I know, I'm getting buzzy too. So, do we want to come off Hollywood and go down south?
I don't know. You mean to the border towns of El Paso? No. Is that a song?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah. You
Greg,
want to see?
Greg has a ton of fans on our show.
I know. Gregopedia is like a big time celeb. Maybe our new person who I forgot what they changed their username to. It's been so long. It's way up here now. Maybe they'll change their name to like Greg's biggest fan or something. Oh,
perhaps. He doesn't need any help with his ego. I love you, honey. So what is going on down at this border wall? And I am busting out. And Kia, since it's your first night here, Alycia has her own conspiracy and true crime deck. We're going to have to bust that out for this.
Yes, we're getting into political talk, and fair warning, leaning a little right, more than a little right, on these types of topics. And the current one in chief is called Corn Pop. That is his code name here.
We are just as fair and balanced as The View. So...
on the opposite side. Yeah, so I want to know, why is he finishing up the wall? Now his new chick, damn it, she's so cute, but she's not very good at the Jen Psaki replacement chick.
She is adorable. She is really, really cute.
Yeah, and then I'm like, why'd you get that dumb job? You should stay away. Anyhow, she's not very good at it either. But she was saying like, no, we are not finishing it. We are not. No, we're cleaning up the mess. And I was like, So, what's up with that? Why are we finishing it?
I think this is our best show ever.
Yes.
We got a lot of different decks going on.
Oh, fucking sneaky snacker.
Sneaky snacker.
That reminds me of that. Is that Dr. Pepper video or commercials with the Prince guy? He's not Prince, but...
I know who you're talking about. I love that guy.
Mark loves that guy too, and I'm just like, he's so weird. He kind of creeps me out a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so. Oh. All right. You want me to go first? You go first.
You can go first. I'm pulling out some of your cards too, baby.
All right. So, we were thinking that when we were finishing up this project that perhaps we could get away with it undercover, that nobody would notice that we were doing anything. So we could claim we were doing a cleanup project down there. Tables have turned, though, and exposed this. And we're really worried about how this is going to be interpreted by the Corn Pop's base. That's why they're trying to market this so hard as not being it's not like, no, we're not finishing it. No. it's something weird too. I'm wondering if there was like a budget. You know how the government has all these weird budgets when they have contractors, and kind of like it feels like there's something there. Like if you don't spend this fucking money, it's not going to be allowed in the next budget or something. So it's almost like I don't think he's doing it because of the explosion of the humans popping over. It's more, it feels like there's some money aspect to it.
When you said explosion of humans, I saw humans exploding.
It could be.
They were like exploding cows.
Oh, no, too much methane everywhere.
So what I've got is that this is, I do think that there's some kind of a financial thing going on here as well. But more than anything, this is an attempt to seem bipartisan. This is an attempt to say, see, I'm working across the aisle. We're, trying to stem the tide, but it's on the DL. Like he's going down there, and he's not, but he's not going anywhere. They're going down there. They're talking to the border towns who have been the most vocal. I don't think they're going into Texas because I don't think they want them in Texas. I think Texas is like, nope, we're not doing this. We're shipping all of our people out. But I think it has something to do with the shipment of new Americans, let's call them that, the new Americans that were shipped to New York and to DC. I think this is partially a reaction to that, but it's not to stem the flow. It's to deep fake these guys.
How funny, I got that one too. I didn't even finish pulling.
What's the other one you got?
I got intergalactic travel, which I don't get. I have lies. I have secret trips. Communication, celebrity, water supply. Fucking water supply.
Keep getting that water supply. And my water tastes funny here.
Oh, you know what? In outer space. So I still don't know. That would require a deeper thing. Here's the thing though. I read today, which made me think maybe this is why I keep getting the water supply, is that there was a story about, was it New York? Somebody's had polio in the water. And they didn't realize how long it had been in there.
That's no good.
Yeah. But it was in the water supply, and I'm trying to find that article. Why is that pushed down in the news now? Like, I think that should be kind of important.
I didn't even hear about that, and it's right here. It's like right there. Right that way.
Let me see. Okay. Hundreds of New Yorkers may already be infected with polio, as the virus is detected in wastewater in a second county. I don't know how that wastewater is getting to people. I don't know. Do you guys have shitty water there? I mean, we have shitty water here, but
New York City has allegedly the best tasting water in the country because the pipes are porcelain. I think that's what it is. Gregopedia, can you fact check me on here? Or Greg Tober, he's Greg Toberfest now.
Can't he do Gregopedia on there too?
Yeah, I think the pipes are porcelain, and so there's no rusting, there's no and I guess it makes the water taste good. I don't know. I'm kind of a weirdo. Like I don't trust anything that comes out of my tap. I'm just saying. I shower in it, but I'm not drinking it. Like I'm a filtered kind of gal. So Long Island water. Yeah, this is Manhattan. Oh, Gregopedia said I was correct.
Okay, so it's porcelain pipes. All right. Well, I don't know how they're mingling with the wastewater. But anyway, so I don't know. Yeah, there's something bullshitty about this. And I don't know what that has to do with it either. But I'm almost getting like too buzzy to dig anymore.
Okay. So I'm getting that this is, there's something with the money as well. And this is what he's just kind of hoping that, or the party, the administration, the Gaslight administration is trying to make it look like they're reaching across the aisle and being bipartisan. So that's more of where this is going. It's just
be. I was gonna say that must be though used for later on, because if Jean Pierre, whatever her name is, I never can remember it. I just call her cute girl in my head. She keeps saying no, it's not. They're not finishing it. So if they're gonna, that must mean later on they must want to use it to say
the wall.
Yeah, the wall. But she's not admitting to it now.
All right. So here, are they finishing sections of the wall? Because I mean that's like kind of different. Like they're not finishing it, but if they're repairing it, are they finishing sections? Card doesn't matter. Boom. Yes. It's a yes. Under the surface is because they're trying to spin. It's a spin. It's a spin back. Oh. It's a spin to try and correct their miscalculation. This is a miscalculation, no doubt.
An epic one. Do you want to go back to the last, or to make the last question about that anti-American Brittany in the Russian jail?
Oh, yeah. Well, that was a request. We'll leave DeSantis because DeSantis just seems to be doing. We were going to talk about DeSantis, but he just seems to be doing his own thing down there. He's a new sheriff in town. But let's see how Brittany's going to make out in the gulag. So, yeah, one of the things I traveled extensively with my parents. My parents are, avid travelers, not in recent years, but for obvious reasons. But one of the things that they always taught us when we were traveling with them is, you are a guest in someone else's country and you need to abide by the rules. You're not an American in another country. You are a guest in Spain. You are a guest in Germany. You are a guest in Russia. You are a guest in Japan. You're not an American in another country, even if you're visiting on a basketball team. So the and one of the things my ex-husband, he handled rock bands touring, and that was one of the things when they would go into Japan, whenever they would go on the Japanese tours, they would overly search the equipment and the boxes and everything that went, because there's zero tolerance there. So with that in mind, knowing you're going into a country that is zero tolerance, and you're going into a country, as I believe she is a lesbian. Yes,
I think she has a wife. Yep,
I think she's a wife. That is a country that does not look kindly upon that. I think, and that's, I'm not judging. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. Or I'm not saying that is a good thing. I'm sorry that, like being a lesbian is a bad thing. I think Russia's rules and regulations when it comes to homosexual relationships is a bit much, a bit excessive. But knowing that you're going there, presenting as such, you probably shouldn't have any illicit materials on you. No. My opinion. So rumor has it that it was a vape pen and it just had like a little bit of residue on it. Why do you have it with you? You shouldn't have it with you. You should be a bit smarter about that. Oh, so you pulled already. All right. So you go ahead.
All right. So they're using her they're trying to flex their power over her. That, I think, didn't we look at this before? Because it feels like this is a story I've heard before. Like they're just trying to flex their power over her. This is like, it's not even like she's for real in jail, but it's like they're using her as a pawn. It's like we're having a dick fight here. They're using her for PR. They're going to be using her for switchies. I think we're going to do a switchies with her. I got the 7 of Swords. I think there's going to be shenanigans with the switchies. Like we're going to exchange her for somebody else. But there's also something else that they're getting in return to get this one back. Brittany is the one I'm talking about. There's another woman over there who's been over there for a while. Nobody's talking shit about her. She's another American. I think she actually likes our country, unlike this Brittany. But yeah, it looks like we're going to do switcheroo, but we're going to let her languish a little bit over there.
Well, Brittany likes our country right now.
Well, now she does.
Now she's singing America the Beautiful in her, in her cold, wet cell. You know, and here's the thing. She's in Russia. Winter is coming. Winter is coming.
Yeah. Do they go out for coats to the prisoners? I don't know.
I don't think they do. It didn't look like they did on Stranger Things. I'm just saying. But that was the 80s, so maybe it's different now. Maybe you get a fur coat. Who knows? So this is a situation that is still undecided. Even though we've had this talk about the exchange, I think there's been some blowback about that, and I think that they're kind of rethinking that. I don't know if they want to give up the guy that we have. I mean, apparently he's a pretty bad dude that we were going to exchange. I can't remember what his name is. You know, and there's another Marine that they're going to throw in there. And Sue Brennan just said that there's another Marine that they're going to extract. So we're getting like a 2-for-1 kind of deal. But the dude that we're exchanging for is probably somebody that we don't want out and about. It's probably somebody we should keep where he is, and we shouldn't let him go back with whatever information he has. There is a money situation that we can remedy this with money. They can get her out with money. They can actually. Gregopedia said it. The Gregtoberfest, the Merchant of Death. Kia, just so you know, Gregtoberfest. That's my darling significant other, and he is adorable and very brilliant and fact checks us all the time.
He's snarky too.
And he's snarky too. He's very handsome. He's very handsome. He looks like Superman. So this exchange with money. It looks, I think the Pelosi princess is involved too.
Oh,
no. Yeah, I think she is going to step in and kind of take charge of this situation. And I think part of that is a PR thing to deflect from the whole driving thing for her husband. I think there's, she's going to put herself out there so that she can deflect from that. Now she's doing something good. There's definitely something up with that, but I don't think this is going to work out. I think there's plans. I don't think it's going to work out. I don't think she's coming back. I'm just saying.
Not for 9 years? Because her sentence was 9 years.
I don't think she'll make it the 9 years. I mean, that's like hard to, it's not like prison here.
Wow. Okay, so I asked, is she coming back? 3 of Swords. Oh no. Oh.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like her. I'm not wishing her well or ill or anything like that, but I definitely wouldn't be pulling extra strings to get her back. Oh, that's the best ever. A drinking game between those two. Oh, I think Pootie would put her under the table. Now, Paul, that might be a fair match. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I think that's pretty evenly matched. I would love to see that.
Maybe the 3 of them together. Can you imagine? You get Paul and you get Burn Pit and Pootie together. Oh, that's a drinking bingo I would love to watch.
Super fun. Well, I'm about cooked. How about you, Princess?
Oh, I'm toasty. I'm zip zapped out.
This was a fun night. We even have more topics that we didn't get to.
I know. We always think we won't have anything to talk about, and then we always have something else to pop up with.
We do. But we made new friends today.
We
That's two
did.
words. Sorry.
Hopefully, they're still our
Made new
friends next
today.
time.
I hope Kia had a great time. So and we didn't scare Kia. So and we also had your fan. So where's your fan?
I don't know. I think my fan disappeared. Maybe they had to go. Oh, what was that one's?
There you go. That's Greg. What do you think of that one? We got Alycia has a fan that actually changed their profile name just for her.
Yeah. Before it was, what was it before? I already forgot. The girl on the top left is hot or something.
So, is that the same one?
Yes. That was the one where we're like, I hope you're not a troll. Oh, that one. See, the woman on the top right of the screen is sexy. So I think at first they were hot for you, and then they became hot for me. I don't know if they disappeared, but maybe they'll show up next week.
Well, I welcome them back. You know, a fan is a fan is a fan. So, everybody, thank you for being here. Thank you for spending time with us. This is my favorite part of the week, Alycia.
Me too. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with us. And we're going to be on my channel next week. Maybe not on the Facebook stream, but we'll be on my channel next week on my YouTube. But in the meantime, make sure you subscribe to Anna's channel. You can come subscribe to my channel if you want, or Anna will post a thing in our community thing during the week. So to remind you, but it'll be the same back time, just a different back channel.
And if you haven't checked out the Moon Moth Manor, go check it out. You learned some cool stuff. I learned some cool stuff on it this week. And keep watching our videos. Thanks for being here. This is great. Hopefully next week I'll be 1,000. I'll hit that 1,000 mark.
Yes. Listen,
I guess 120. It's a reach, but
it can happen.
I'm going to do all Stranger Things videos this week. I'm going to do readings for all of the Stranger Things actors and actresses. So hoping to kind of get in on that train. Otherwise, I may in desperation have to do the One Direction readings again, because those people were absolutely, I know they were crazy. They were like, you're wrong. I'm like, oh my God. Okay.
You're asking for trouble. Don't go down that One Direction lane. Those fans are dedicated. They'll take you down.
Oh, they were. It was scary. So, all right. So you ready to wrap it up?
Yep. Thank you, guys. Right.
Thanks, everybody. And we're going to say goodbye. Goodbye.